Hey, how you doing? Yeah, everything's great. I appreciate you reaching out and having a conversation with me about your Google Business profile. And hopefully, I can be of some assistance with helping you improve the profile. I have your profile up now, Chosen Care, Transporting, and also your website. So let's start with your profile initially, and then we'll kind of go from there, and then I'll work my way over to your website. Um, you don't have a lot of pictures, which, uh, and then the pictures that you have aren't really telling me exactly the service that you provide. I know that you're doing some type of transporting, but if I just clicked in chosen care transporting, it doesn't tell me what type of transportation you're providing. I do see a stretcher here, but again, are you providing stretcher services? Where's the additional information in your overview? I'm looking. We provide non emergency medical transportation to those who are in dire need of transportation. So I would adjust that to we provide non emergency transportation in the Jacksonville area to doctor's appointments, physical therapy, rehab, and hospitals and discharge services. Which is a little longer, but it kind of touches on what services you provide, and it also gives the individual who's looking for services an idea where you provide those services at. Uh, in dire need, I mean, are you like the last call, or what? I don't really know what in dire need would mean. From the business you identify as Black owned, there's a handful of other identifications that you may be able to qualify for, which means you need to consider that. I'm looking at web results for you. You're on MapQuest, local Yahoo, that's good. DMB, Dun and Bradstreet, that's good. But there are no blog posts or articles about your services. Here's the next thing. Again, I'm looking at a wheelchair. Are you selling wheelchairs and harnesses, or are you actually providing services? Stretcher transport at your service. Where are you providing stretcher transportation? Latest update. Non-emergency medical transportation. There's no pictures. Google loves pictures. They love videos showing and describing the service that you're providing, even showing that you're in action. You don't have to necessarily show the person's face, but you do need to show that you're in action providing a service. So again, your photos looks like a photo of your office, one of a stretcher, but nothing showing wheelchair transportation, which is interesting considering your overview says non-emergency medical transportation, which does not directly say what type of non-emergency transportation that you're providing. We touched on updates that needs to improve. You only have one review, and there wasn't anything on the review. You want to have at least 20 reviews. It's good that you have a direction section, call, you can share your information. Now let's take a look at your website. So your website, it starts out well. It shows the type of service you provide, non-emergency medical transportation. I would prefer that it says non-emergency wheelchair stretcher transportation. You have an about us section, services, and contact us. If it was me, instead of reading more, I want someone to automatically start inserting information into my website, stating that their intent to provide or receive services. They already can see what type of service you provide, non-emergency medical transportation, by your logo up here at the top. But where's the contact form? Where's the initiation to show they want transportation services? And as I'm looking up and down here, I really don't see anything on here that has a contact us section, reach out. So contact, but I want to see a contact form on the front page immediately. The whole point is to gather information so you can contact them and give them a quote, or have a platform set up on your site so it automatically gives a quote for services. So you want to keep that in mind. The page is set up properly. It gives a description of ambulatory wheelchair, stretcher transportation services. But what areas do you provide services? Uh, is your address, is that the only place you actually provide services? So These are things that, this is a cookie cutter website. Probably cost you a pretty penny to set it up. But it's a cookie cutter website. No one went in and said, we're going to do some additional SEO. There's no blog on here. It just really just hits as letting people know what services we provide, but it's not speaking to not only the service that you provide, but we want to be able to get in contact with you and have a conversation with you about providing that service to you. This picture right here, I don't know what this picture is supposed to do for an individual looking for transportation services, non-emergency services. So I guess you're a sedan company and you offer a bench seat, which is unfortunate. Again, people like pictures. They don't like to read. Our services as a bench seat. As I scroll down now, you provide ambulatory services, door-to-door transportation, wheelchair transport, stretcher. All of this speaks of someone who created this site based off of just general information, not necessarily paying attention and reading what a wheelchair transportation optimized page should look like. You have a rates page, which is great. Congratulations. But where's the real information? Like, this is what we do, this is how we do it, and this is where we're doing it at. And I can see that. That's what I'm looking for. Direct intent. All of this is great, but where's the direct intent? I would literally shut down About Us, our services, careers, and only have a homepage with a contact us form and a call button and a contact form page, and that's it. That's all I would have. This right here should be the first thing that a person sees. Get a quote, and this should be on the home page. I want to talk with you. I want to email you, and I want to be able to text you. I want you to give me your name, email, phone, and send me a quick message about the pickup, destination, address. And even a message, it should be pickup address, destination address, and appointment time. That's the information you need to get a quote sent over to a person. So once you get them on the phone, you tell them how you provide the service, what type of service you recommend that they receive, and the step-by-step process to provide that service. And once you do that, now you're rolling into the world of, this is how much it's going to cost, and let me build value as to why I'm charging what I'm charging, which should be a premium rate for transportation. So I would get rid of About Us, our services, and careers. I copy the contact page and put it as my home page immediately, and then have a call button where the read more button is at, and then go from there. Yeah, everything needs to be a call to action. You want them not if you've gotten them on your page, you want them to book services on your page. That's the next step. And then after that, you want to be able to take payment. And if you want to you do it where you're able to take payment on the page, great. Um, I don't think you should have your rates on your page, because this is assuming everything is normal. Again, this reeks of Medicaid, Medicare transportation, where everything's set in stone. How do you know that? Where's your ASAP trip? Where's the extenuating circumstance, and you got to bring them down the stairs? So having these locked in rates are great for a controlled environment, but non-emergency private pay has nothing to do with a controlled environment. You're solving a problem for someone. You're being that solution, and that solution should come with a premium rate, and that varies, which is just a tidbit of information. Does that make sense? Right, great. Well, let's get into the next step of our consulting, and that's talking about how you're running your business and what services you're providing.